What's good, everybody? Out here with some of my dogs, just working on their temperament, getting them to get along with each other. These two here, my big boy Sting and Bane. They spent some time to where they would, pretty much fight at each other between the cages, but I get them out and I make sure they don't fight each other, just show them both attention. You know what I mean? Pet them both. Tell them they're both good boys. That way one won't get jealous of the other. A lot of times Bane is out more because I don't keep him kenneled up. He's my roaming dog. He's always protecting the yard. Um, if dogs get right in the cage, he go barks at them. He's my Paw Patrol dog. However, that's not to say he's above or beneath and the other dogs. There's such thing as an alpha dog and stuff like that. Maybe I'll talk about that more in a different video, but basically what I'm touching bases at, if you got two dogs that typically don't like each other, put them in an environment to where you give them both something pleasurable, then you spend time with them both. You explain to them that you're the pet leader, so it's not going to be any of that fighting, and you'll have a lot more ease on the yard. Because, believe me, I'm a very strong person. I've been bigger, smaller, it doesn't even matter. I always keep my strength. However, if some of these beasts actually get to fighting, it would be tough for me alone trying to break them up. Therefore, they all believe I'm the alpha, and they won't display that type of how can I say it? That type of attitude in front of me because they know I don't approve of it. Therefore, Sting's not attacking Bane, Bane's not attacking Sting, and trust me, them two do not like each other. Mainly, I think it is because Sting wants to be out as much as Bane is, So I got them out now. They seem to get along and kind of growled at each other at first, and I told them no. That's not going down like that. So, in the meantime, man, I am going to be breeding Corsos later on. I got 4 beautiful Corsos. Got my man Sting here. I got the General right there, Trinity, that's on top of her doghouse. Walking on the mats there. And then I got my girl, BB, right here. That's on her doghouse. That's sister to Sting right here. And I got my big Corso Blue. He's inside. Blue's the biggest Corso. Blue will be 3 years this year. Him and Roxy will be 3 years. And those will be my oldest dogs. So my camp is fairly young. But they all know each other. I get them out, I socialize them amongst the pack more so than I do out, amongst the public and stuff. I'm not in parks all that much, but I do get them out walking around the neighborhood and such. I'm not too crazy about dog parks and things like that, but that's something I'm going to get into in the future. Just because I want to be able to, have people pet certain dogs and, things like that. And, showcase what I have in my kennel more so I could care less about interacting with people in the park, I'm not going to say I'm a loner, but I don't know, just the way things is nowadays, I just enjoy my nature, enjoy my dogs, man. I try to stay positive, but, every time I get more people in my life, things kind of go south. So, but moving on, man. If you guys have dogs that typically don't get along, put them together, man. Put them together and exert your instruction on them for them to not fight, and things will go better after they get along. They might even decide they like each other. In fact, Roxy right here, and Trinity. When Trinity first saw Roxy, Well, Roxy was here first, but Trinity was in the inside because she was a puppy, and I hadn't let her go on the yard yet. But she used to look out the window when I let Roxy out and bark and just growl at her. Because at the time, it was just Blue, Roxy, and Trinity. So by Roxy being the other female, Trinity, which is right here, my Corso girl, she did not like Roxy. So I started putting them two together, and before you know it, they were the best of friends. The best of friends. Not too long ago, they kind of had a little bit of a scuffle, but it was more so, different dogs in heat, and their temperaments change. That's another thing. You got dogs in heat. Be careful about letting too many of your males or even too many of your females out, at a time, because the temperaments will change due to hormones. Get out of that, Sting. Get out of that. Come here. Sit down. You see, he sits down. Sit. I said sit the fuck down. He respects me, so he's gonna do what the fuck I say. And like I said, I'm a strong guy, but this dog can probably possess just as much prowess, if not more rage than I can, because he's a fucking beast. So it's always better to keep the tension down on your camp. Get dogs to like each other. In fact, these two, the brothers right here, I'm gonna be separating them soon, just because Jason, okay, the one barking, that's Rip. You guys may not be able to tell, but I can tell. And the other one is Jason. They get along just fine, but sometimes, I go to fill up the dog food bowls, and Jason here, he wants to control both bowls and eat out of both of them. So if Rip's eating out of one, he'll run over to the one he's eating at, growl at him, and Rip will just leave, go to the other one, and then Jason will run over there like, no, I don't want you to have that one either. And that starts a fight. But after they eat or before they eat, they're just fine, man. They don't really tussle like that. However, I'm gonna separate these two in due time. They're not hurting each other like that right now. They're just little puppies, but still, give them all their space. Make sure you, I typically make sure I spend time with each dog so they don't get jealous and stuff. That's why I got Sting out right now with Bane, just because they were typically beefing with each other, and I want to close that tension. Let's see if I can get Sting close to Bane or Bane close to Sting. Bane's probably going to walk away once you see Sting's come over. Watch. Hey, big boys. Y'all my big boys? It's my boy Bane. Where's Sting at? Okay. So they eased up to each other. He's getting closer and closer. And trust me, these two do not like each other. They could tear a man apart, each one of them. But do you see my dogs fighting? No. Do you see me having to make little thumbnails talking about Sting versus Bane and all this fuck shit that I see other breeders do? No, because I keep control on my yard. That's important. And trust me, these some big ass goddamn dogs. I don't know what the fuck they look like on camera, but anybody that's been to my house or seeing these dogs in person when I'm walking them around the neighborhood, or the few times I do get them out, like to a park or something, they gonna tell you, man, it's some big ass motherfucking damn dogs. No one has asked to pet my dogs when I walk them. Nobody. Not to say they're mean or anything, but they can be intimidating. Therefore, if they were to get in a fight, it's only but so much I can do to stop these big ass dogs. There's techniques you could do and stuff like that, man. But when you fucking with a goddamn 190, 200 pound fucking American Molasses, 170, 175, he's a little thinner now because, heat cycle. Well, actually, this boy's been eating. He's been eating a lot. Bane hasn't been eating as much. So, let me clear that up. He has a faster metabolism. I'm sorry, Bane. I didn't mean poke you in the eye. Sting. I'm sorry. But, yeah, man, just don't let your beasts, your dogs rather, scare you out when they get to growling and stuff like that. If they got issues with each other, you straighten that shit out the best you can. You know, like say Roxy and Tori didn't like each other. I wouldn't just stick them in the cage off the bat together with each other. No, that definitely start a fight because they're in their same territory. I would let them out in the open to where it's not necessarily anybody's territory. I would play the alpha, understand me? And then I would instruct to them what the fuck I won't allow, like fighting and shit. And that's how I keep, different breeds in check. I got some powerful dogs on me, y'all. This is a Cane Corso. These are Rottweilers. Another Rottweiler back. Where's Stallone at? Big ass Stallone. Stallone right there. Another Rottweiler. I got American Akita over there. I'm gonna let out soon. And I'm always able to keep the peace. Little scuffles happen here and there, but I'm not having issues like I see on other camps where it just comes to bloody violence and shit like that. Again, incidents do happen, but us as breeders, us as animal owners and pet lovers, it's good to know that the behavior and the attitude of your dogs, as well as just the makeup of them. Everybody's stuck on bloodlines and stuff like that, man, but within a bloodline you can have 50, 60, 70 different types of personalities out of those dogs, even characteristics, man. So just you guys just gotta educate yourself on more, opposed to just bloodlines and structure and all that. What about temperament? You know what I mean? What about obedience? What about turn on, turn off switch for these dogs? So like right now they're tussling. Hey, and that's probably over food bowl. Jason's probably eating the bowl that Rip had, which I'm pretty sure he's doing. That's why I'm gonna separate these two after a while. But he's mainly the issue, Jason here. Not so much Rip. Rip will coexist with Jason, but Jason wants to dominate the food. Hey, you cut that out. Cut it out. I'm gonna take the bowl. Yours was over here in this. You ate most of it. So why are you trying to eat this? That was Rip's. Stop it. So yeah, I'll work with them later on, but that's all I'm saying, you guys. Know your dogs, work with your dogs, and you have a lot less tension on your yard. Less, fights breaking out and stuff like that. Ain't that right, Sting? Come here, Sting. Come here, boy. I don't care what nobody says, man. I got some of the best looking mastiffs in the game, man. Black Corsos, blue Corsos, they produce nice, man. This boy produced 1 litter, him and Trinity. And that's the only, actually no, because Blue and Roxy had a litter, so that was kind of a mastiff in a sense. So, yeah, man, my dogs are, he got champion blood all in him, Sting. Ain't that right, Sting? Good boy, good sit. So I just sat down as I stopped and came near him. That's what you guys want. When you train your dogs and they develop that muscle memory and they just know what to do, man. I'm not out here giving treats and, giving a whole bunch of damn commands. I just spend time with my dogs and repeat what the fuck I want them to do. And naturally, they understand, okay, you don't want us to fight, so, they stay away from each other or they just coexist. But I just want to touch base with you guys. I got an awesome bully litter already on the ground for Mumu and Chapo. Puppies are looking great. I got a little something in my eye. Also working on another litter between my bull Little Rock and Coco, not Moo. I'm sorry, I get my words confused. Little Rock and Coco, working on a litter between those two. Both got champion blood, boss ass, um, bullies, but they're not going as cheap as this litter I have present. They're gonna be a little bit more up in price, you guys. Just keeping it real with you. I can't keep shortchanging myself because you guys act like, oh well, because he knew, I don't want to pay the money for. No, fuck that, man. If somebody's gonna buy these dogs, and you guys that just want to play things cheap, you're just gonna have to go find you a cheap dog because I'm not gonna sell good quality dogs for cheap anymore. Not doing it. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, man, just want to touch bases with you guys. Not making as many videos because I spending more time with my dogs and work and just keeping things together within my own element, opposed to just showing everything to the public who may or may not support me. Just give me a few likes here and there, which is cool, man. In fact, you guys make sure you like, subscribe, hit notifications, all that jazz. But at the same damn time, man, none of that shit's making my camp any better. So I'm more so focused on building myself, my family, my dogs, and keep going up in the game, man. LG Big Dogs all the way up, like I posted in my first goddamn video. But anyway, man, you guys stay cool. Y'all be safe. Don't believe the hype. All this political shit, all this damn celebrity shit, whatever, man. Stay in your own lane and just do you. LG Big Dogs, I'm out. Peace.